So this post again on Reddit, is Phantasmal Flames really Obsidian Flames 2.0? I think I made a similar video on that, and a few people on YouTube are also saying the similar thing. What's my view? Let's take a look at the post first. My short answer is yes. Long answer is it really depends. Okay, so for the past few days, I've seen so many people comparing Phantasmal to Obsidian. It's hard for me to picture this as a single card price difference between Obsidian and PF is times X or more. Not really true. Not really true. Okay, if I'm remembering correctly, Obsidian's Zod was only around 300 even at pre-release. PF Zod is clearly more in demand. PF is not Paldean Fates, PF is Phantasmal Flames. More in demand and sought after. Okay, well, again, I don't think it's 10 times more, and we are in a totally different market compared to before. Back when Obsidian was just released, the market over there is quite different from the market right now. There's probably more buyers now. I use buyers because people want to compare collectors and investors and whatever. So I'm just going to say there's more demand for Pokemon products right now, be it collectors or investors or whatever. So it's totally different. We don't have those crazy times where products are way above MSRP in the pre-orders and the chase cards being over 1,000. So right now the market is definitely different. So I don't think you can use this comparison. And let's see. Furthermore, PF, despite having fewer SIR variations, has the same SIR slot pull rates as any other set. The chances of scoring an SIR is still kept at 1 out of 75 or to 1 out of 100. Definitely more difficult to pull compared to OF or other early SVN, where SIRs was in every 40 to 50 packs. Okay, that may be true. I've seen some pull rates online, and that does make sense. That Phantasmal Flames Charizard is a bit more difficult to pull. I think it's around 400 packs to pull, so it is slightly more difficult to pull than the Obsidian Flames SIR. Okay, and let's compare artwork right here. I actually don't think this Charizard SIR from Obsidian Flames is that bad. It's actually quite good. But this one from Phantasmal Flames is definitely better. Is it much better? Subjective. Art is really subjective. But arguably, I think this Mega Charizard X EX SIR is probably one of the best artworks out there in modern times. The best Charizard artwork in modern times. This one is also not too bad itself. So I don't think you'll see a 10x difference in price. And I don't think it was ever 10x, or maybe if you're comparing where this card was sold for 2,000. So even 2,000 compared to 300, which was back in the days where it was a much different market, I don't think you can make that comparison. And where do I see this card sitting, and why do I think it's a yes? Is Phantasmal Flames really Obsidian Flames 2.0? I think that's a yes in the short term, because they are both sets carried by Charizard, like what you have, this person has said over here. See the resemblance. Both are Zord carried sets, low to 0 set depth. Yes, that's exactly true. Phantasmal Flames has 0 set depth and relatively easy pull rates. Exactly. Phantasmal Flames only has 5 SIRs. There's one of which Charizard is one of them, and then there's this gold card. Now compare these two gold cards. Back then, you probably just look in one of my old videos. I mentioned that I'm really not a fan of this Charizard gold artwork, and even this new one, arguably artwork wise, they're not that different. If we just compare the two, okay. Pull rate wise, this card is probably more difficult to pull, but artwork wise, they're actually not that difficult. And right now, the gold card is actually lower than the SIR. Is PF Sword and other IROs like Meowth going to carry the set, or will it be remembered as the worst set of the era? So again, not any financial advice, just expressing my views over here. I don't think the other IRs can carry the set. Although I will say that Melth and Piplup is probably gonna be the more expensive of the IRs, but the IR itself is not gonna carry the set. Fortunately, it's not drawn by the chase illustrator Shinji Kanda, so I don't think it will be able to carry the set like the Magic Cop unless there's some new hype, because Melth, the background makes people think of the game and all that. I don't think Melth itself could carry it unless, of course, Melth is drawn by Shinji Kanda. So no, I don't think that's gonna happen, and I don't think the Zod is able to carry the set. The set is just too small. 94 main set cards. I mean, let's take a look. Even Obsidian Flames is much bigger. Obsidian Flames 197 cards. Yeah, 197 main set cards, but yeah, number of secret rares is quite similar. Yes, so both are very low depth sets. There's like no secret rares. There's no other chase cards, and this is very difficult. So on a daily basis, this card will be pulled. These two. I actually open Reddit, and you can just see more and more of these Zods being pulled. Yes, it's survival bias. People only post when they pull the card. But there's just tons and tons of these supplies going out. And even if you just look at the numbers, you compare it to other sets, this Charizard probably takes around 400 cards, 400 packs to pull. It's easier to pull than even Journey Together. So tons of these cards will be going around in supply. So this card will likely not hold the $600 or $700 very soon. Couple of weeks, I'm seeing this card $300, very likely, and this card probably also going to be $300, give or take. And yeah, it's going to be Obsidian Flames, and the ETB for Obsidian Flames is actually doing quite well. That is because it has a sick promo, which is the Charmander, and whereas the Phantasmal Flames ETB does not have a strong promo to carry it. It has Charkadate. I don't know how Charkadate would be able to carry the set, but for ETBs, it seems that if there's a strong promo, it's able to carry the set a bit. You know, at least not let it drop so quickly. Whereas for Phantasmal Flames, you can see the ETB prices is already dropping a lot. So yeah, not looking good. Do I think it's going to be remembered as the worst set of the era? Yeah, seeing what Mega Dreams is going to be when it comes to English to become the legendary Dreams, I think Phantasmal Flames will very likely become the worst set of the Mega Evolution era. I think it's quite likely. It's a pity because this Zod card is really good. Let's see some comments. I don't know, lots of people hated the Obsidian Flame Zords. I've never seen so many people like and agree with this new Zord. Perhaps. I know lots of people hated this gold card from Obsidian Flames. And yeah, it's true that many people like this. But that alone, it's not going to allow it to carry. For the best Pokemon, oh, okay. Probably because it's referring to all the evolution line Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, and Mega Charizard X. Okay. Yeah, looks sick. Exactly. The Obsidian Flames Charizard SR is actually not bad. It's actually quite a decent artwork. IR wise, yeah, I would say similar. Both sets are similar in that the other SRs are complete mid Pokemons and mid artwork, and they are all sub 50 very soon. Very soon you'll see all these SRs of Phantasmal Flames to be sub 50. Right now I think they're already sub 50, and very soon they're going to become $20, $30 very soon. Just give it a couple of weeks. I think that's most likely going to happen. So yeah, that's really my take. Not really any hate on the set, just seeing what I just just based on my expectations and what I think this set is going to become, because it's just so easy to pull these cards. Okay, that's all I have. Catch you next one.